Hi beautiful people, I hope that you are all doing really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading, we're just going to be getting some insight into what it is that you need to know about your current situation. So this could be related to a relationship, it could be related to work, it could be related to money. Whatever it is that you need to know about, you'll need to apply the messages that you get today to your situation. Also, please remember, of course, that time is an illusion and that energy is fluid. So that means that things, of course, can change very quickly. And it also means that once you have the insight into your situation, you can then change things, which then change the energy in the situation as well. And that's what I really love about tarot, is that it gives us the ability to do that. So without any further ado, guys, what I'm going to be doing is showing you 3 different words which are going to correlate with the 3 different readings that I'm going to be doing for you guys today. Now, I wouldn't overanalyze the words. Just go with what you think feels right for you at this point of time. Now, of course, you are more than welcome to watch all 3 readings if you wish. However, I always advise that if you want a really clear and concise reading, that you just choose one pile of cards. If you would like a more personalized reading or to check out the other services I offer, you can find all the details below in the description box. If you haven't yet already, please subscribe, share the video with someone if you think that they might benefit from it, and give it a thumbs up, and feel free to leave comments and feedback below. And of course, a very big thank you for your ongoing love and support. All right, now without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first word we have is integrity. The second word we have is sensitivity. And the third word we have is flexibility. So from the top to the bottom, integrity is going to be pile 1, sensitivity is going to be pile 2, and flexibility is going to be pile 3. If you need a little bit more time to think about this, that's not an issue, but what I'll get you to do is pause the video because I'm about to start the readings. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile 1 or the word integrity, this is your reading. Okay, let's get into it. So the first card you have is, and by the way, before I start, for those of you who are tarot readers yourself or have an interest in tarot cards, today I am using a brand new deck of tarot cards. They're called the New Mythic Tarot. I thought I would upgrade from my old ones. I am just going to be using Major Arcana today because I think you get a more powerful message, and I am going to be clarifying though with a separate deck of cards. So let's get into it though. So your first card, integrity, is the High Priestess. Beautiful. So what I'm getting here is that things, if they haven't already, will start coming to the light. Maybe secrets that were untold, things that you were unaware of are going to be coming to the light. This can also represent your intuition becoming clearer, things becoming clearer, just in general things coming to light that may have been lurking in the dark. Things are going to start making sense very soon. You're going to start getting a lot of messages from whatever it is that you believe in. So it could purely just be you believing in your intuition, God, the universe, whatever works for you, okay? But things are going to be coming to light soon, and your intuition is coming into play here, which is a really good thing. This is a very powerful card. we have another very powerful card clarifying the High Priestess, and that is the World. You actually had a couple fall out, but let's go through the World first. So there's a whole new cycle starting for this pile. Now, this may have already started for you, so if it has, I'm just confirming what you already know. But there's a big change coming up for you. I feel like some of you have known or have seen this coming. For those of you who haven't, it's coming. And yes, this is going to be a big game changer. We also had the Six of Wands, fall out, which is a beautiful card. This is talking about success. So I feel like things that maybe you've been waiting for, or things that have been unknown to you, are going to be coming to light, which is going to be a big game changer. And there's going to be a lot of success, which is brilliant. That's such a nice way to start the reading. We then have the Sun, which is a really, really beautiful and positive card. So what this is telling me is that there's a lot of happiness ahead for you. A lot of happiness. But I feel that you're blocking it. And I feel like you're blocking it because I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of things going on at the moment, or it's almost like you're waiting for things to happen in order for you to feel like you can move forward with your life, which really is just an illusion, because it's to our own detriment if we're waiting for something to happen in order for us to feel more relaxed, or to feel more whole, or to feel happier. It truly is, and it takes away time, right? And I know time is an illusion, but it more so, if we're looking at it that way, it takes up a lot of our energy, and it stops us from enjoying the good things that we have around us. But this is saying you do have a lot of really good things around you. There's a lot of happiness to be had. But it's like you're living in the shadows a little bit. We have another major arcana clarifying this card, the Hanged Man. So yeah, it's like you guys feel like you're in limbo. It feels like you're just, as I said before, you're really waiting for something to happen. But I think through this reading and through the messages I'm getting you, I think you're going to have that real light bulb moment where you're just going to really understand everything's going to come into play. Everything's going to fall into place. Everything is really going to make sense. Because I just get this feeling that only you're trapping yourself here. And it feels like you've maybe been waiting for a long time to find out some news, or to find out if something is going to happen, and it feels like it's taking a long time because it's your resistance that's created the persistence. And the other way is around as well. It's your persistence that's created the resistance, because sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, when we're persisting or we push too hard for something to happen, it's like the opposite happens, because it's almost like you're telling the universe, oh, well, this isn't going to happen. So the universe is then just like, okay, well, it's not going to happen. That doesn't mean sitting around and not taking the initiative to make something happen. Of course not. But then it's knowing, okay, I've done everything I need to do in order to make this happen, and now I just have to go with the flow and trust that this is going to happen all when it's meant to happen. Okay. We then have a very interesting card. This is such an interesting spread, this reading, because we have the High Priestess, we have the sun, and then your next card is the moon. So to me, this is really, because the sun and the moon, you know, the sun is meant to represent consciousness and the moon is meant to represent the subconscious. So this is really telling me that I feel that these two elements are really trying to balance themselves out. And the High Priestess is all about intuition and things coming to light, secrets coming to light. There's a lot of things that are going to be coming to light for you very soon that I feel like are going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of success, and that are going to change your world on a big scale. So I got very carried away there, sorry, but this is such a beautiful reading. So the moon to me is talking about not being fearful of what is about to happen, not being fearful of what changes are coming up, because they're going to be very, very positive ones. Because fear is what blocks things from happening as well. And I think sometimes we can, you know, overthink things and overanalyze things, and then that's when we get into the energy of fear, which traps us, and then we don't know which direction to look, because I'm really being drawn to the 3 different heads on the dog and also the 3 different faces on the woman here. There's just this real fear of the unknown, like a feeling of a lack of control, but it's quite the opposite. Once you let go of that control, that's when all this stuff is going to flow in. That's when things are going to make sense. We have the 4 of Pentacles clarifying the moon. This is talking about you, I feel, really holding back, you keeping things to yourself. I feel like as well that this is really like you're trying to play your cards right. You're trying not to give too much away. And I think in a way that's really profound, and it's really quite, it's a good way of being. However, if it turns into being really stubborn and stuck in your way of thinking, that's when it can work against you. And I really feel like that's when the word integrity is being highlighted, because I feel like it's your integrity that you need to keep in mind. And integrity is all about, you know, sticking to your morals and values, doing the right thing. So another message here is, you know, treat others how you expect to be treated as well. But just also, just, you know, keep doing the right thing. Do the right thing by yourself and others. Your fear definitely blocks you. So this is a big lesson around balancing the sun and the moon, the conscious and the subconscious. This is a very deep reading. Okay. Your words of advice, pile 1. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So this is telling me to tell you that it's really important that you keep your mind clear, and that you continue to, if you're not already, look at things more objectively, look at the situation a bit more objectively, and make sure that you continue moving past the troubled times that you've been through, and that you are moving past the troubled times that you have been through. You're moving on to smoother waters. You're moving on to bigger and better things. And to me, the Ace of Swords is also saying that this is a truth. And you're going to see this very, very soon. Because to me, the crown represents the crown chakra. So if the sword is going through it, it's all about making sure that's clear, getting clear messages, honesty, integrity, right? So pile one, what a really cool reading. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. I hope it's been able to give you some clarity and or insight. Please, of course, leave feedback and comments below if you wish to. And until now and the next reading, thank you so much. Lots of love and light. Okay, lovely pile 2, or for those of you who chose the word flexibility, this is your reading. Let's get into it. To begin with, we have the moon. There's some fear around this situation. There's a lot of stuff from your subconscious coming to the surface and rising up for you to have to work through, which is making you feel a little bit out of control, is what I'm getting here, and not knowing which direction to go in or to look in. And I feel like some of you feel very overwhelmed. But this is passing energy. Clarifying, we have the 3 of Wands. This is telling me that you're afraid of what is coming in. You're afraid of what is to come. You're afraid of your future. The thing is, though, that this is an illusion. It's very easy for me to say, but it is. It's an illusion that's been created by your ego, which is made up of your past experiences. Because I feel like with this particular pile of people, there is going to be some options coming in for you and opportunities for you to make some really positive changes in your life. But you're fearing what those are. And I think some of you are also fearing that nothing is coming in, that there are no options, that things are really bleak at the moment. We then have Judgment. And I think after those 2 cards, this really explains the necessity to be more flexible with how you see things. That things aren't always going to turn out the way you plan them to. You know, when we have these really high expectations, that's when we can fall, is what I'm getting here. Now, Judgment. There's some tests that are either already coming up or have come up that are going to, yes, test your flexibility. They're going to test whether you have learnt what you've needed to from the past. And this is also an opportunity for you to learn and put into place what you have learnt from the past and really let go of things from the past that haven't worked out. This is you being able to take control now of what happens next in your life. The Hangman is clarifying, so I feel like a lot of you have been very stuck, very resistant to stepping into your power, very resistant to change, spending too much time in your head, overthinking things, not really enforcing or making the changes that you need to be, or being as flexible as you need to be in order for newness to come in. We then have strength. This is all about ego. This is all about controlling your ego, not allowing your ego to control you, which is very, very important. So the higher our level of self-awareness is, the more we're able to control our ego and when it's working, and decipher when it's working for us and when it's not working for us, and how to better manage it. So what I'm picking up here with a lot of these messages are that everything is being, everything for everyone is ego based and driven. So this isn't against you and pointing fingers to just you. This happens to all of us. This reading, I feel, is strongly suggesting needing to let go of ego, needing to be aware of your thoughts, really needing to be aware of your fears and how your fears are not allowing good things to come in, or your fears are stopping you from having more options and opportunities arise. Because you know that these things need to happen. If not, you do now, but you're coming to a place where you really need to decide whether you're going to stay in this energy, if you're comfortable where you are, even if, sometimes people, even though they're unhappy in their situation, they don't change it because it's kind of like, well, it's what they know. And so even though they're not happy, they'd rather be there because then at least they know what's going on. And I know that sounds sordid, but it's true. It's psychology, right? It is what it is. There's a lot. To me, it makes sense, and to me, there's a lot of truth in it. Okay, but take it as it resonates for you. But yes, you have the power to make a judgment call of how your life is going to be now. You need to just take the initiative and do it. We have death clarifying strength, which is really cool. So yeah, this is just confirming what I was saying before about the importance of ego death, the importance of you transforming in order for you also to be more in your strength. In order for this transformation to happen in your life, in order for you, sorry, my light's falling, in order for you to be able to make more clear decisions, in order for you to feel more confident within yourself, you have to be willing to do the work that you need to do in order to make this happen, because you are the one that decides what's going to happen next. And I feel like a lot of you are getting tested at the moment by things, people, or situations from the past. And it's keeping you stuck. So you've got to battle your ego. You need to be able to be more present, to see the forest from the trees, rather than being in this emotional state and being in fear. Because, the moon is about the subconscious, right? And I can't remember what the percentage is, but I think 95% or something ridiculous like that. 95% of our actions are based on our subconscious. So the more aware we are of our shadow, or what it is that is living in our subconscious, the more we can then control it and have more power over ourselves. We can't control others, but we can control the way that we react to others and the way we react to situations, which is so powerful in itself, extremely powerful. Your words of advice, flexibility pile, the Seven of Cups and the Tower, another major arcana. So what I'm really getting here, what I'm being told, is that you do have options, you do have opportunities, but you have fear about them, because I feel like a lot of you fear that things are not going to work out. You know, it's this fear around the unexpected or the unknown that creates this energy around the tower. And the tower is all about things falling apart in order for things to be rebuilt. So a lot of you as well may have been through a situation recently where you've been through the tower moment, and therefore that's why you're in this fear mode. But you have the ability to come out of this. This pile is very fearful of the future, fearful of not having options, fearful of failing again. And it's all ego. And you need to incorporate a little bit more of this around possibly your way of thinking and how you can heal from this as well. All right, pile 2, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like a more personal reading, or if you'd like to check out my other services, which may help you to move forward with this, you can find all my details in the description box below. Thank you so much, pile 2. Lots of love and light. Okay, last but very not least, my beautiful pile 3 or sensitivity. This is your reading. Some of you may be feeling over emotional at the moment, or feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, is what I'm getting. But no, seriously. We have the Empress to start with. Now, this can represent a man or a woman, of course. Take it as it resonates. I feel that this is sort of current energy. There's this need, or you might find yourself, man or woman, whatever resonates for you, needing to take a little bit more care of yourself, to nurture yourself a little bit more, to do nice things for yourself, because I feel like some of you have been through a bit of a challenging time at the moment, and that's why you're feeling extremely sensitive. So there's a need to be more nurturing to yourself. We have the Page of Wands clarifying. So I feel like what's also going to help you come more into this is some sort of creative project or endeavor that you're going to start, or you're thinking about starting, which will help you, I feel, balance out that energy and help you to feel less highly sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive, but of course everything is in moderation and in balance. So maybe some of you have been thinking, you know, what do I do to be able to get out of this state? What do I need to do to be able to love myself more? And I feel like there's something that you're interested in, which I feel like you need to start walking towards and start doing. If you don't know what that is yet, I feel like there's going to be a message coming in, whether this is the message or whether it's a message from someone else. But in summary, there's this real need for you to really nurture yourself, give yourself the love that you would give yourself if you were a child. And also to start expressing yourself and balancing yourself out through some sort of creative venture. or starting to do something that you're passionate about, because I feel that's what's going to bring you into your power as well. Now, we were talking about balance before, and of course, temperance has come up, which is about finding balance, finding peace, harmony, tranquility, feeling pretty good about life. And I feel like this is what you're heading towards and what you really want as well. I also feel that this card is representing you wanting to find balance. And this project, whatever it is going to help you to find balance, and may also either come along with an offer for a new job or bring you in some extra money. Take it as it resonates for you, but I definitely feel like this has got something to do with money, and I feel like it's correlated. I feel like you, whatever situation you're in at the moment, or the one that you've been passing through, it's been a challenging one, but this is really about making use of your sensitivity and pouring it into something which is going to help create balance through some sort of creative endeavor. And I feel like it will either, well, number one, it's going to create balance for you, but I also feel like it's going to bring about an offer, or, you know, something that's going to be more grounded for you. And I feel like that's what a lot of you need at the moment, is some more grounded energy. We then have the Hanged Man. So I feel that some of you quite often feel like this, maybe powerless. Maybe some of you just feel really angry with yourselves for being in situations which haven't turned out well, and feeling powerless and out of control, and feeling like you've been like that perhaps for a while. And this needs to change. We have Death clarifying. So this is talking about this needing to transform. Now, please don't take this the wrong way when I say this, but I feel what a very strong message I'm getting here is that I feel that sometimes some of you can fall into, I don't know a nice way of saying this, so I'm just going to say it, into victim mode, or into a mode where you just feel so powerless and like you cannot do anything to change or control the situation, but you can make change through the way you look at things and through the way you deal with things. So this is a big opportunity for you to come out of this energy, to make the transformation and to end that cycle in order for you to come back into your power. Your sensitivity is your power if you know how to channel it in the right way. And I feel like that's through something creative. Which will balance you out as well. Your words of advice, pile 3. I had 3 fall out for you. So the first one we have is the Devil. So another major arcana. There's some really unhealthy connections that you have in your life, or you have had in your life, which I feel that is time to consider letting go of, cutting ties with, moving forward from. So this could be people, this could be a mindset, it could be a place, whatever resonates for you. So when you look at this card, what is the first thing that comes into mind? That is the thing that you probably need to review, whether it's helpful for you, because we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is really reviewing what it is that you're putting your energy into, maybe even your money into. and whether it's turning out the way you want it to. And we have the World, another major arcana. So in order for a new cycle to start for you, which of course there's always the opportunity for this to happen, you really need to review what's working for you in your life and what isn't, what it is that you need to let go of that is unhealthy, making sure you have a little bit more compassion for yourself, making sure you nurture yourself more, putting more energy into a creative venture. Because I feel that for some of you, if not for all of you, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, there's some feminine energy that is unbalanced. Meaning you're too high in feminine energy or you're too low in it. You will know what that is. And Temperance is talking about balancing it out through something creative. Which is going to bring in a new beginning, whether it's monetary or just a stable new beginning for you. So you're able to get out of this energy of just feeling stuck, feeling like you're a victim, feeling like you can't change the situation because you can. And this is the sign, right? Transforming the things that you need to in order for all of this stuff to happen. So Pile 3, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. If you haven't yet already, please feel very free to subscribe. That will help support my channel. And if you would like a personal reading or to check out my other services, which might be able to help you with your journey, you can find all the details below in the description box. Thank you so much, Pile 3. Lots of love and light.